We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Seattle Mariners and the New York Mets. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Hideki Nomo gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Mike McDonald. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
Fouled away. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Standing in now, Daniel Bryan. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now another 2-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Tatis waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the center fielder, Mike Cameron.
Now at the plate, Mike Cameron. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-2. Line to the right side. He's through first and hustling for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
The second baseman, Brett Boone.
Digging in, Brett Boone. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
Hey, D-Row, up steps one of the best power hitters in the game. And actually, he hit one out of the ballpark in his last game.
Yeah, and I hear you talk about all the time they come in bunches for the power hitters, and that's certainly the case right here. Better be very careful throwing anything over the heart of the plate today. Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks. And
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Marco Gonzalez, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, Manuel Diaz, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
This guy's had a super season so far. And we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
The 1-1. Back up the, oh no, that got him. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back in standing. Diaz aboard here at first with nobody out. At the plate, Roberto Alomar. Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 1-2, and the runner's breaking for third. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He can't get to it. This one's down, and the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roy, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there, base hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into.
And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And the count will be full. Gonzalez has logged upwards of 100 innings of work on the mound and has a rather inflated ERA, one that won't come down easily. Now the 3-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
Into the box, Archie Graham changed up on him as this is grounded to second. He's right there. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Fernando Tatis.
At the plate, Fernando Tatis, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. The 1-1. Drilled to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit, and that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. In now, Wilson. Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw on a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second. The 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
The 2-2. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make him fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-2. Popped him up. McDonald shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Mets lead it 4-0. Into the box now, Raul Ibanez, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Edgar Martinez.
Into the box now, Edgar Martinez. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Kenji.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Kenji Jojima. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 home. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Reined in. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Hideki Nomo. Here it comes on 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
The 1-2. Out in front as he grounds this one to short, right to him. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Manuel Diaz.
Ready for another chance, Manuel Diaz. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. On the ground to third. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
Digging in to try it again, Roberto Alomar. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Top of the third set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Franklin Gutierrez. On the ground to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Gonzalez.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Marco Gonzalez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, number 8.
Ready now, Mike McDonald. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the center fielder. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. They trail here 4-0.
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the Metropolitans have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. 1-1, here it comes. Hit hard towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first two, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Stepping in now, Pete Alonso. There he goes. And he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Riding in once again, Archie Graham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Now both runners are breaking. In there, now the throw. And he is in there.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Arthur Rhodes is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Arthur Rhodes.
Fernando Tatis will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only one gone. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Throw over to first. Oh, and they've got him picked off. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And he is out on the tag.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Standing in now, Wilson. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 6 and the Mariners nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Daniel Bryan. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
To the plate now, Mike Cameron. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brett Boone.
Coming to the plate now, Brett Boone comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Gutierrez is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now pitcher, number 16.
So here now's the pitcher, Hideki Nomo. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hard hit ball to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
At the plate now, Manuel Diaz. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
So striding forward now, Roberto Alomar. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and he keeps it up. 53 now on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, Pedro Garcia. In the air, out to right. Gutierrez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's the Mets 8, and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edgar Martinez.
Digging in now, Edgar Martinez. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes when a pitcher has great arm action, you're going to get that. You're trying so hard to catch up to the high velocity. If he shows that great arm action, pulls the string on you, sometimes a pop-up is going to be the result.
1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, the catcher, Kenji.
Stepping up now, Kenji Jojima. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Mariners are down in order. Still 8-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Chopped toward the second baseman. Reined in. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Archie Graham. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
He'll try again, 1-2. None out, runners at first and second. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Cameron is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Stepping up to the plate, Wilson, and their runners at the corners now. From the belt, the pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. But this will land untouched. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Runners are at first and third, one away. He's running. Taken for strike three. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Again, he sends it out of play. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Hit out towards second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do count on the play. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. The Mets lead this one 10-0. In now, Franklin Gutierrez. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The pitcher, number 53, Arthur Rose.
Ken Griffey Jr. will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Mariners, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mike McDonald. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ryan.
Standing in, Daniel Bryan, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left for Seattle. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Ryan Rowland-Smith gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in, Hideki Nomo getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Rowland-Smith is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Manuel Diaz. This is in the air out to right. Gutierrez is there, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
Ready once again, Roberto Alomar. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Seventh inning ready to roll, and digging in is the outfielder, Mike Cameron.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. line. That's a base hit into left field. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their third hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Digging in, Brett Boone, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Brett Boone goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. A ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mariners leave 1, starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Striding into the box, Pedro Garcia. One and one, here it comes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and no one will get this one. The 1-2. Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And now they've got him in a rundown and a tag, and he is out easily.
So much for that leadoff single. That was a good move and a pretty quick tag by the first baseman, and it's like the hit never even happened.
Into the box now, Pete Alonso. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. High and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, the right fielder, Archie Graham.
So stepping in, Archie Graham. He singled his last time up. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans, but they're still in front 10-0. Stepping in, Kenji Jojima. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting,
Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. So coming to the plate, Franklin Gutierrez. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Jesus Montero will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Takes this the other way to right. Graham is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Eric Swanson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 50, Eric.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Fernando Tatis. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, number 1.
Standing in, Wilson is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Ibanez is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Manuel Diaz.
Now to the plate, Manuel Diaz, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Hideki Nomo. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
The 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw won't get him.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
To the plate now, Manuel Diaz. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. The 1-2. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Mets, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Mike McDonald, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your money makers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Ready with another 2-2.
Full count.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you, but if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep too.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate, Mike Cameron, and this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Next for Seattle, Raul Ibanez. So 1-1 home. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Mariners. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Mets have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The Metropolitans win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Hideki Nomo earns his first win of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Marco Gonzalez struggled.